Hey, this is Charlie Page, and apparently we are live. I haven't made a video for you in a long, long time. It's been many, many months since I made a video for you, and I decided to just roll the dice and go live with this and see. I don't even have any slides to show you. I just got my cheat sheet for myself. Um, Lately, I've been speaking with a lot of people through email, on the phone, and on social media who are really stuck. They're having a hard time getting going. This is the hard time they're having, is to get going. They're buying all the products and they're taking the courses and they're doing the things they're told to do as far as studying is concerned, and buying this tool and that tool and all of this, but they're not making it. They've not sold anything. And maybe they've made an occasional sale. I sent a survey out to my list about 3 weeks ago, and I'm preparing a free teaching to teach people how to do what came out of the survey. And the survey was this: are you in stage one, two, or three in your online journey? Stage one, you've made no money at all, none, zero. You bought the stuff, you did what they said to do, you've made no money. Stage two, you've made some money, but it's been intermittent, right? So in 1 month, you make a couple of $100. A couple of months later, you make another 300. Maybe you participate in a launch and you make a few more $100, but it's not what you would call a steady flow. Stage three is a person who is making regular monthly income, whether that's 200 a month or 200,000 a month. It's regular. The regularity is the name of the game. That's the real key, is to create a passive online income that's regular. And so we had several hundred people who replied back. The vast majority of them were in stage two, which means, no, or level two, which means that they've made some money sometimes, but they don't know how to repeat it. And this is the frustration they're having right now. They've achieved success on a certain level, and kudos to them, because let me tell you, there are so many people who go for years and years and spend thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars. And I know a couple of people who spent six figures trying to make any money at all, and they've just not made any. So if you're in on level two, where you've made some money at some point, but it's just not consistent, kudos to you. And if you're listening to this and you're stage one, kudos to you for continuing to want to earn online, because earning money online really is something very important in this world we live in, of COVID or post COVID, wherever we stand. I don't know. We're all working from home. Offices are becoming a thing of the past. And so we've really got to now make our own way, right? So good for you not giving up. And if you're on level three, then I've got some teaching for you too. But for today, what I want to start with is this: when I do consulting with clients who are on level one or level two, where they have not made any money, but they bought all the stuff, or they have made a few dollars here or there, mostly level one, they've just really not made anything. I get them to answer six questions for me, that every single time we do these six questions and they answer them candidly, right? You've got to have candid answers. When they answer them candidly, it brings enormous amount of clarity to them, and it also gives them peace of mind, because it gives them kind of a roadmap to follow. Now, this isn't the most extensive roadmap in the world. This isn't like the blueprint for the rest of your life, but this is a starting point, and it'll get you unstuck. So I'm just going to read these to you, because, like I said, I've just got my handwritten cheat sheet. I don't even have any slides for you today. Um, Question number one: who do you want to reach? A lot of people don't know that. And I actually rephrased it. What I usually ask people is, who do you want to serve? Because let me tell you, after having done this for about 22 years now, serving other people is the way that you succeed. Zig Ziglar said a long time ago, you get everything in life you want if you'll help enough other people get what they want. And I've found that to be true. The more I help my clients achieve what they want, the more I achieve what I want, because their success becomes my success. And it's a beautiful thing. So the first question is, who do you want to reach, or who do you want to serve? Now, I know there are some advanced marketers who will take exception with the number of these questions or the order of these questions. A lot of people say start with the offer, or start with this, or start with traffic. Traffic is nothing if you don't have an offer that converts. An offer that converts is nothing if you don't have traffic. So it's very much like other things in life where one and one doesn't equal two, one and one equals 22, right? Because when you add these things together, that's when you discover the power in them. So, question number one: who do you want to reach? And by this, I don't mean draw a detailed avatar and know where she buys her clothes and what's her favorite movie, and how many children does she have, and what are their ages, and what are their possible names. And I've got an avatar profile from a friend of mine. It's 55 pages long. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing, because if you can do that much detailed research, you can absolutely succeed faster. But in the beginning, filling out a 50 something page avatar profile, that's it. It's game over. All you want to do then is just go eat chocolate and sleep, right? Yeah, it's like it's too much. I can't take it. It's drinking through a fire hose. So let's start this way. Do you want to reach people who are English speaking, who speak your native language, who are trying to make money online, who are men or who are women, who are interested in a particular sport, who are trying to educate their children? Just take a few minutes and think about who is it that you want to reach, and then write that down. Question number two: how can you help them? Now, I know some people would probably think, well, this is the first question, but I really don't think so, because I think that once you see that target of who you want to reach, you begin to automatically feel like, I can help that person. I can help that person do this. I can help that person do that. There are very few people online that I can't help take the next step in their journey, simply because, not because I'm so special or I've won awards and all that. And I've won awards, yeah, sure. But it's because I've been doing this for 22 years. I've done so much of it. So there are very few people, including the higher up people, that I can't help. And I do consult with some people who are really high earners. But if I was beginning, I wouldn't be able to help them. So here's the question: how can you help them? Now, I'm going to give you an insight into how you can help other people. And I heard this phrase from Rick Warren, one of my favorite pastors. And he said, don't waste your pain. Don't waste your pain. That's a very interesting phrase, isn't it? You've had pain. I've had pain. We've all had pain, right? But a lot of times we waste it because we don't learn from it and we don't share what we've learned with other people. So if you're sitting there right now watching this video and you're thinking, I don't know if I can help anybody, I guarantee you can help people, because you've been through experiences they haven't been through, and you can help them by not wasting your pain, but by being willing to be open about it, being willing to share, being willing to help them avoid the pitfalls that you fell into. So, question one: who do you want to reach? And man, woman, English speaking, want to make money online, speaks your language, located in your location. These are fine. Number two: how can you help that person? Is there something in your past that could help them? Is there something you've learned recently that you could share with them? What I'm sharing with you right now is stuff I've learned over the years. I didn't read this in a book. I didn't go to a seminar and get this. I've observed these things over the years. Number three: what will you offer them? Now, this doesn't have to be the name of the product, the price point of the product, the specific offer, and all these fancy schmancy things that the gurus want you to do. All I'm saying here is, what will you offer them? Will it be a product? Will it be a service? Will it be consulting, advice? Will it be they get on your list and you nurture them with good content? What will you offer them? And here's the thing about all six of these questions: if you don't know, that's okay. You find out by answering them, and sometimes answering them badly is the way you end up answering them well. You know what I mean? You have to fail your way forward in life. This is how it works. So what will you offer them? A product, a service, somebody else's product? Okay, number four: you know who you're wanting to reach, a little bit about you, how you can help, what you can offer them. Where are they hanging out now? I heard Russell Brunson say one time, which is, brilliant marketer. Um, One time he said, "Yeah, everybody's congregating online. What you have to do is find where they're congregating and then go inject yourself into the conversation, be of help to them, give, and then you will receive." That's the golden rule, right? We're going to give and then we receive. And he's right about that. So, where are your group hanging out now? You know now who you want to reach. You want to reach men who are doing this, preparing for retirement, women who are doing this, preparing for retirement, whatever it is. You know who you want to reach. Where are they hanging out? It's very important. And write this down. Write down where they're hanging out, because that's exactly what you'll do. Russell's right. What you'll do is you'll go there and begin lurking and observing the questions that they're asking. And in that observation, you're going to find out what they need. Then you can go make it or get it and bring it over and offer it to them and start making sales. I have an entire course about how to do just that. Okay, question number 5. Why should they listen to you? This is maybe the biggest sticking point for people who are trying to get started online of all. And a lot of people now love to call this imposter syndrome. I'm fascinated by how we like to give labels to things in this day and age. I mean, I'm 67, so I've been around long enough to know that we didn't always label things the way they do now, right? But that's okay. You know, imposter syndrome is actually a pretty accurate phrase. People feel like they're imposters. One of my favorite writers is a guy named Aaron Sorkin. He wrote The West Wing and A Few Good Men, the movie A Few Good Men. And one of my daughters is crazy about his writing. And they asked him one time, "What do you fear people will find out at the end of your career?" Guy's won Academy Awards. He's won everything, right? Super rich, super successful. He said that I'm a fraud. That's what I'm afraid people will find out, that I'm a fraud. I go into a room and I bring a computer and I make this stuff up and people love it. And I'm afraid people will find out I'm a total fake. Well, he's not a total fake. He's a great writer. But everyone who succeeds at some point along their journey of success feels like they're not the real thing. Like, I don't know. Am I really qualified to teach this? Am I really qualified to recommend this? Am I really qualified to have this conversation? Um, why should they listen to you? Simply because you're telling the truth. That's why. Simply because you're telling the truth. If you do your job of sharing reviews, of sharing opinions, of sharing insights, of making videos like this one, and you do it openly, and you do it honestly, and you do it ethically, and you do it with integrity, that's why they should listen to you, because there's just a whole lot of stuff online that can't be trusted. Be the trusted resource for them. That's why they should listen to you. The other reason they should listen to you is you've been there and done that. Maybe you haven't hit the $50,000 day. Maybe you haven't won the Rolex watch. Maybe you haven't you know had hundreds of thousands of customers and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't matter. What you have is experience. You have pain and experience. Don't waste either one. Don't waste your experience. Helping someone avoid a pitfall is just as valuable as giving someone a roadmap towards success. Because let me tell you, I've failed many times and I've succeeded many times, both on pretty dramatic levels. And I can tell you that avoiding the pitfalls is as valuable as it is having the cheat sheet, right? Everybody wants the cheat sheet. Here's the cheat codes. You can make $4,000 tomorrow. Well, you can't, but everybody wants the cheat code, so they kid themselves that they're not going to listen to the lie part of it. They're just going to listen to the tickle your ear part of it. Why should they listen to you? Because you're being honest, because you're trying to help them, and because you're sharing from experience. Okay, here's the last one. Now, this is a little bit more advanced. This isn't a thing that you need to fill out today, but before you begin offering things to people, you need to know the answer to this question. Generally speaking, when will they be able to see results? Yeah. Now, we can't promise results, right? Legally, we can't say, if you buy this, you're going to earn money, or you'll earn $5,000 a week starting here, or whatever. That's fine. That's actually very good that we can't do that, because a lot of people would misuse that. But if you don't, when you're offering things to people, be it product, services, consulting, whatever it is, if you don't give them a reasonable expectation of when they're going to see change, they're going to tune in. They're going to tune out, pardon me. They're going to go somewhere else. So when you come up with the idea of what you want to offer people, begin thinking about, you don't have to have this today, but begin thinking about when can they see results from that. Okay. Think about all the weight loss stuff out there, all the ethical weight loss stuff out there, right? Are they talking about X results in 6 weeks? You bet they are. Are they guaranteeing you're going to get X results in 6 weeks? They can't do that. But they know that their product won't sell unless they give it a time frame. It has to be time bound. And it's true for you too. If you're in a multi-level marketing business, if you're selling digital products online, if you're selling affiliate products, somebody else's product, if you're doing copywriting, it doesn't matter. They need to have a reasonable expectation of when they can see a change, a result. So factor that in. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up because it's going longer than I wanted it to. But here we go. I'm going to do the six questions for you again. Who do you want to reach? Again, this is broad brush, men, women, who are you wanting to reach? And how can you serve them? Write that down. How can you help them specifically with a product or a service? That's different than serving them. How can you help them? What will your product or service, because ultimately you're going to promote a product or a service, how will that help them? Now, what will you offer them specifically? Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it consulting? What is it? Where are they hanging out now? Of course, everybody's on Facebook. Don't just write down Facebook. Be specific. Are they in Facebook groups? If so, which ones? And why should they listen to you? Just write down what your experiences have been. They should listen to you because you're committed to being ethical, honest, forthright. You're committed to sharing from your own experience, even if it's a little bit painful. I share from my experience all the time when my experience was painful. And when approximately will they be able to see results? If you can answer these six questions, you can get unstuck. If you're stuck right now, if you're not even on, if you're on level one, you've bought all the stuff, done all the stuff, and you're not getting any sales at all, these six questions will set you free. If you want to go to level two, where you're getting you're making occasional income, these six questions will get you there. And frankly, if you're on two and you want to go to level three, where on level three, you're making a regular full-time income online plus some, right? These questions still get you there. I do these questions personally at every stage of my development. When I'm in a new venture, when I'm launching a new product, I still go back to the drawing board and look at these six because they really, really work. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed these. If you have, leave a comment below. As I said, it's been many, many months since I've been with you, maybe a year. And I look forward to doing this more often. So if you liked this, if you had any value from it at all, even if it was just seeing my pretty face, then leave a comment below because that's encouragement. And frankly, I could use the encouragement to keep going with these type of broadcasts. All right, that's it for me. I hope you have a great day and I hope your team wins the Super Bowl. Have a nice day.